Welcome back to the wonderful Aurora 4X. We are still without sound, um, so it is me, future me, on the sound, on the talking, on the commentary here, and we have past me in the driving seat. Our dropships are done. We are starting to set them up. We are reconfiguring our navy to a good a good structure, hopefully. Trying to think of names and way to structure this and end up with the imaginative navy. And yep, we're going to get ourselves organised with there. So these dropships that we've built, they're fast. They've got room for one, I don't know what they're called, battalion or one group of troops each. They will zoom in, they will drop our people, and they can then go and see what's shooting everyone, because these lasers that are coming from this planet are just destroying our ships. Now these dropships hopefully have a good amount of armor on them. They hopefully will protect from maybe a couple of shots. They're designed to do so anyway, and they will hopefully enable us to get our troops on the ground. And now once our troops on the ground, we will find out what the situation is. Are these just lasers that are just shooting up? Is there a population down there? Is there an army? Is there something down there more than just these lasers? Our sensors haven't been close enough to even see anything. I don't know whether we're supposed to be able to pick up any ground forces, or whether we're supposed to be able to detect anything like that. But so far we got as close as we dare with our active sensors, and there was nothing to be seen, nothing whatsoever. So we're going to get these drop ships, these drop transports, and they are going to get our troops in nice and close to get some eyes. Now, if there are troops down there, if there are bad guys down there, although these are the strongest infantry that we can provide, they're not going to really steamroll at anyone. They've not got an awful lot of penetration power, but we should be able to see what we're up against. And once we've seen what we're up against, we'll be able to design some ground troops that will be able to take it out. But hopefully it's just these lasers, and we just, by landing there, we'll take them over and press the off button, and then all will be good. Because if the off button gets pressed, they won't shoot anymore. But I fear there might be a bit more to it than that. Right, drop ships. Load the first mountain infantry. Load the second mountain infantry. Load the third mountain infantry. Load the fourth mountain infantry. Load the fifth mountain infantry. Right. The fifth mountain infantry we shouldn't have room for. Just making sure. Just making sure that there isn't room for a fifth. If there's room for a fifth, it'd be great. But I don't think there will be. I think this will be all there is to it. There we go. Yep. Had a problem doing that. So right, this is where we spotted the problem. The problem with these ships is it's got a range of 0.67 billion kilometers, just over half a billion kilometers. Might be lucky. These gates might be really close. I don't think they are though. But let's see. Aberdeen is our tanker. We're going to organise getting this tanker to help out with the fuel situation. the idea is it's got lots and lots and lots of fuel. Well, 500,000 litres, 10 times the amount of fuel that that each of the ships have got, the drop ships have got. So hopefully he can refuel them a number of times and get us there in good order. But I've never done fleet refueling before, and spoiler alert, I do it wrong for a while. See, this is how far I need to get. That's the gate, and that's 1.5 billion kilometers. That's about as far as I get. About there is about as far as my fuel will take me. So take that and work that all the way back to Earth, and then more on the other side. And it looks like it could be a problem here. So we're going to work out how to do some kind of refueling in en route. And yeah, we're not doing a very good job at working out what we're doing here. Here we go. Right, cancel those. We're done with that. It is now time to refuel from economy. Make sure you're fully fueled. No longer are you taking those things. Oh, while we're here, the orbital mining ship is been built. Let's build some more because we want to absolutely spew out a whole ton of these. Yep. Either fleet will do. You just detach them anyway. Right, you're building. Right, let's get on with the task in hand, please. Where are we? Here we go. 5 days. Are we ready to go now? Right, you are now loaded. Why are you trying to load it into the wrong fleet there? Oh, past me. You were struggling here, weren't you? There's your drop fleet. Well done. Get them loaded up with fuel. Now, I will say, spoiler alert, I did it wrong so many times. I separated the fleets. I made them refuel from the separate fleet and then went on, and that is just hard work. Refuel from own fleet. Make sure that's set there, and you can then refuel from your own fleet. But there is a caveat. You can't have any other orders. I learned that a little bit later on. And if I'm honest with you, we go back and forth a number of times, doing it a very slow and inefficient way to do it. Then we work it out and things get moving on. So what I might do is let you see one or two of the poorer ways of doing it. And then I will do a little bit of a cut and we'll move to the way I worked it out in the end. Dropship, there it is. It's on its way out of the asteroid belt. It's getting there. It's still getting there. Have you run out of fuel? Has past me run out of fuel? Could be. Could have done. Still trying to work all this out. But I'm going to put a cut in here, I think. Oh, no, we're getting somewhere. Yeah, this is the point where the fleets don't seem to line up, and I'm not quite sure why. This is a bit of a confusion. I'm not quite sure why. The Aberdeen is that's a fleet that doesn't have a ship in it. Delete. You're looking for the word delete. There you go. Get rid of it. Yes. Fine. Aberdeen. Detach. There he goes. Now then you go to the movement, and then this is not the right way to do it. And then you go find the Aberdeen, and then you go refuel from stationary tanker. This is not the way to do it. And then you have a look at your ships, and you do 1 day, and they're at 100%. And then you take the Aberdeen, And what are you going to do with the Aberdeen? 75% fuel. So, and you're 100% fuel, so you're good. So you're going to drop the Aberdeen back into that one, are you? Yes, there you go. And then you're going to move that one on a bit. This is not the way to do it. I'll show you the way to do it in a minute. We must be nearly there. I'm sure I didn't do it wrong this many times. Right, go. Yep, keep going. What are you waiting for now? Keep going. Oh, what you might not have noticed there is dropship number 2 has suffered a major maintenance failure and unfortunately had to turn back. I'm not sure whether that's happened yet or not. Yeah, I think that's already happened and gone back because we got dropship 1. Oh no, we've got 1, 2, 3 and 4 there. We still got 4. I gave you a spoiler. Shh, shouldn't have done that. Here we go. What we're going to do now, we are going to refuel from stationary tankers is the one you're looking for. He's looking for a better way of doing it. It's not the best way to do it though. I'm sitting there telling future me, but no, obviously no one can hear us because the microphone wasn't turned on. There must be a better way to do this, and indeed there is. And we're going to cut to the section now where I start doing things a little bit better. To start with, we build some more tankers. We're going to need some more tankers to move these ships around. That will be much better if we can get them going. And we'll work out once we come from Seoul how much further we got. Yeah, we got 1.7 billion kilometers. That's quite a lot of refuels. We're going to need a couple of tankers for that, and that's the first step, is to getting that sorted. Otherwise we're just going to be bouncing back and forwards, and in fact our deployment time will start running out on these dropships, which is no good. How are we getting on? We are still heading out there with dropship and Aberdeen, the first one, until this one is going to be running out of fuel. He's already gone back, refueled, gone back to join them again to try to get them on their way back. And again, we're going to catch up with them in a little bit time. Hold on. This is our next disaster. Dropship, as mentioned, dropship number 1 has suffered a maintenance failure and used up basically 1,200 of its maintenance supplies, leaving its 512. As his engine blew up basically, and he managed to repair it. Needs to go back. It needs to go back to the shop and get worked on. So he has got to be detached and go back, because if his engine goes again, he's absolutely stuck. Nothing he can do. So now we've got one dropship having to go back the way it came and hope the engine doesn't blow again. And then we got 3 dropships heading out again. Still going to keep them going. So we'll catch you up in a moment. Here's phase 2 of doing things right. Let's redesign this ship. Let's just copy the class. We'll call this one the dropship 30, because it was made in the year 30, and we will get it organized with a bit more fuel. It's going to make it bigger, which means the shipyards need to be bigger as well to be able to cope with it. You could probably work out what we're going to do. We're going to just add some fuel and then make the shipyard bigger to fit it. It's a bit of a shame, and then refit for the new ship, which will be and there was 30. Yep, imaginative naming, but at least it keeps me understanding what we got. And fuel storage, we're going to add, that'll make us 1.3 billion kilometers. Should we add some more? 2.6 billion kilometers. Feels a little bit better. Feels a little bit better, doesn't it? It's a lot of fuel, and we're going to need more fuel tankers to get us there. But the Aberdeens are on their way being built, and then we will now retool. Is what you're looking for. We've got just checking how much you got there. 10,800 tons. Go on, add an extra month to the deployment time, just as we may as well. 10,848 tons. Can take 1.5 years to build each of these. Right, shipyard. Continually expand to 11,000. May as well. That'll do. There'll be a matter of days difference between the 800, 10,800 and that. Aberdeen is nearly empty of fuel. It's going to have to go back to Earth, refuel, resupply, and come back. Yep, 20% fuel. Really should go back. Remove all your orders, refuel, resupply, and then that'll do. Let me know when you're done. 14 inactive labs. The other dropships have run out of fuel. Aberdeen's completed its orders. Let's get you refueled, resupply, and get. Oh, you already done that. So we need to get you off to the fleet again. Dropship. Join the fleet. Tell me when you're done. Yeah, we know you're low on fuel. Here comes the Aberdeen. There it is. Right, this I think is where we finally learn how to do fleet refueling. Refuel own fleet. But they haven't. Now they've got no orders to do so. So now just tick some time. 5 days, check your fleet. Ooh, terraforming rate, we need to add that on as well. And there you go, you see they have all refueled. So now we know how to do it. They're in the same fleet because they had a time tick with no other jobs. They worked out how to do it. So you can't have any other jobs. They have to be completely stationary, no orders, and they will transfer fuel. And that means we can now move the damaged one back to Earth, and we got some more Aberdeens. And I'm going to jump forward now until we are in the Alpha Centauri system. Right, catch you up again. Our two new Aberdeens that we built joined the fleet, and one of them started refueling the fleet and has now emptied and dropped off. The second one now full can now take over the refueling duties, as you can see there. Fuel 100% for them. Set it for waypoint 1. We are actually in the Alpha Centauri system. There's still quite a distance between the sole jump point and the target. We move them towards waypoint 1, get them moving, wait till they run out of fuel again, which doesn't take very long with these ships. And you think he's nearly out of fuel, and yep, fuel shortage. Simply now go check they're out of fuel. Yep, remove your job, jump forward. We'll try 8 hours this time. Check the fuel, 100%. That's all you do. Remove the job, they refuel, and on they go. Carry on moving. We know waypoint 1 is a safe waypoint. At no point does the thing get the planet get near enough to us to cause us any problems whatsoever. And now the Aberdeen there has detached. That's Aberdeen 1, because we got dropship 2 home now, where it's going to refuel, resupply, and wind back its clock. The Aberdeen 1, we are going to get out to Alpha Centauri to help with getting the ships back again. Aberdeen 3 is also on its way back to be refueled. And here we go, refuel, resupply, and begin your overhaul. Yep, deployed 3. I don't know what 3.2 there means. Is that must be months? I think we've been out for 3.2 months. Something like that anyway. Begin your overhaul so that you could be used again if necessary. Although I think they're going to get scrapped, if I'm honest with you, or refitted, or whatever we can do with them to make them the much more capable dropship 30. Yeah, completed its orders, which was get back there. And there we go. We are now at 23% for the thing. Let's refuel them because we've got no other jobs. Fully refueled. Aberdeen 2, got them there. Well done. You now need to head back, refuel, and be prepared to help out with the evacuation, or certainly the withdrawal of the dropships, ready for the next batch. So we now got 3 tankers, much better. That'll get us going a bit better. They're not very quick though, but they will do the job. And there we are. That's where our target is. This is where I think we're gonna move the dropships to waypoint number 3, and then we are going to do that. We'll do that in the next episode. Then we're going to drop them. Thanks for watching. Thanks for getting me through the refueling nightmares. We now know what we're doing. Catch ya for the next episode for the drops.